Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 12th of October. We've got 3 new mods, well I suppose 5 technically. No updates today. I'm starting off with this. This is the root crop heat pack by Base of Vids. This was from the other day. I had a lot of problems uploading that mod review. Wouldn't upload. And then when it finally did upload, there was no sound. I took it down, I put it back up again, I tried everything. In the end, I had to re-edit the video. So when I said at the end of the video I was going to skip ahead and see what happened with these covered root crop silos, I forgot to add that clip in when I re-edited it. And then everyone in the comments was saying, where's the clip, where's the clip? It had been an absolute nightmare. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to start with it on this episode. So I've skipped ahead of time. These were the ones that act like normal compacting silos, but therefore sugar beet or potato. And they compact as you sort of fill them up. If you cover them, which I thought potentially was part of what you have to do, it doesn't have any effect. If I open this silo now, it's still sugar beet. I can still take the sugar beet out. The only downside, and this is what I thought, was when they're covered, it says they're fermenting. And while it says they're fermenting, you can't take them back out again. You can't uncover that silo. So my advice would be, unless you want to aesthetically cover them if it's going to rain or you want it to look like it, if you cover them, you can't get the stuff out until it's technically fermented. And when you take the cover off, as you can see, these... Now this is weird, because this is the potato pile. This was the side of the potato pile that didn't have a cover on it for some reason. That's now showing as sugar beet. So my potatoes this side have fermented into sugar beet. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened there. I'm assuming it's still potatoes in here, potatoes and sugar, but they were separate piles. And I said when I did the mod review of this, that potentially it's going to get an update because it seems a little bit peculiar, if I'm honest. So no, I just sort of do an update on that because people were asking about the clip and where it was. So on to the mods for today. And we're starting with this. This is the Fahr KS6 D by Pushkap. This is 6.89 megabytes download, 7 slots on console, 3 meters wide, and requires 31 horsepower to run. It's a windrower. Nice old style. As I say, it doesn't require a lot of horsepower, so pretty cool. You'll find this under windrowers. Just there, 3,500. Slot count will come down from 7 to 1. We've got the option of a wheel reinforcement that goes under the axle there, just to keep that all nice and stable. Stop anything bending, bowing, or being a nightmare. And then to the side, we've got cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, back to 1 again. Design colour does all of the tines. So we've got a red, a white, a yellow, and galvanised. I went for the galvanised, but it's up to you. Then design colour does the cover, like so. Those are your options. Start this up. This is the Volvo Crabat. You can have as the Bolinder if you want to. So unfold the windrower. There we go. 3 meters of windrowing goodness. Nice animation. Bit of grass dust coming up there for any fellow hay fever sufferers. I bet that would be wonderful, wouldn't it? There you go. Lovely. That's the Fahr KS6 D by Pushkap. Next, we've got this. Power! This is interesting. The JCB E-Tech Powerpack by RossN Mods. 2.7 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. In the description, this does say JCB's pioneering power packs are the first in a range of energy storage solutions with 0 emissions. So rather than taking a generator out with you, you can take one of these. I've got a power pack. There are a lot of these sort of generators. You can recharge them with solar, and you take them away. My one, I think, EcoFlow, will hold a charge for a year. You can put it on a shelf, it will hold a charge, and if you need it in an emergency, and you can power all sorts of stuff. This is the bigger industrial version of that. So like I say, rather than having a generator, you can take this out into the field and do what you want to. So for use in game, anything electrically powered, so if you've got electric tractors or anything like that, you can take this out to the field, drop it down, and you can bring things to it to charge it up. When this needs charging up, you take it to an electric charging station like that, put it in front of it, and I'll show you that in just a moment. This can be picked up with pallet forks, it can be picked up with the big bag handlers. There are various ones of those. It's CSZ pack, and this one here, this is the Farm Centro Sul one. They strap down onto trailers. If I come up to now, it says enter vehicle. That's what it looks like when you enter the vehicle. But that needs to be next to it. It says 46 kilowatt hours, 100% charged. If I come out of the vehicle, like that. So to charge it up, I'm just using the big bag handler for ease of use. Like I say, we'll work with pallet forks. Now, nothing's been used on it yet, but this is just showing you. You see already as I come up close to that, same as it does with tractors, that now lights up because something's in front of it that needs to be charged. I'll drop that down. We enter the power pack like that. L3 start charging, and you can recharge it and stop charging when you want to, but like I say, it is charged at the moment, so there's no need to worry. So what I am going to do is just move that out of the way ever so slightly. Get it away from the pack. I have to say, I was talking to Sealyp, and because the game's free this month on PlayStation Plus, she's downloaded it. She hasn't played FS22 yet, and she was asking me about the electric stuff, and I said, I'll be honest with you, I've used electric electric telehandlers, and I find they're a little bit slower. The electric tractors I've used a little bit. They take forever to run out of power. I haven't had one yet that's run out of power. Bear with me a second, I'm going to go and grab the tractor. So my Rigitrack is pretty much fully charged anyway, but we should be able to come in front of that. Oh, that's interesting. So, how does that... If it needs charging, it will just come up, say... It's not saying refill or charge or anything, is it? Let's have to put up next to it and enter this, do I? I assume it would just charge automatically if it needs charging. It doesn't give any more information than that. It just says, please note you will need to enter the power pack in order to refill. Use this to charge your electric vehicles and transport electric charge to remote locations. I think it's something a bit different. Something a bit neat if you're feeling a bit more eco-friendly, want to make a difference to the planet rather than lugging a thirsty generator around. One of those might do the trick. That's the JCB E-Tech Power Pack by RossN Mods. Next we've got this pack. This is the Fendt 500 Vario series by Schnibbl Modding. There are 3 in this pack. This is 75.96 megabytes to download. We have got the Gen 3 at 36 slots, we've got the S4 at 33 slots, and then the SCR at 33 slots. So 36, 33, 33. Now, unless you are a Fendt aficionado, somebody who is really into a proper Fendt fan, finding the differences between these 3 tractors is, I mean, they're... I don't doubt that. I mean, the level of detail on all 3 of them is phenomenal, and I don't doubt that when you really do a deep dive in, I've already noticed some differences inside with dashboards and things like that. Options available as well, and this is real life options we're talking about here. Now there are some options on these tractors which I would say in game they won't benefit you at all unless you go down the rabbit hole of saying, yeah, but I want mine to be a particular spec. There are some options that are very expensive but don't actually serve any purpose in game. So if you're trying to keep your tractor cheap, you might not want to make those options. But as far as lighting goes, we've got these LED options on here. As you can see, there's some differences. This first one here, the Gen 3, has some LED beacon options, whereas I don't think the other 2 do. If we go across to this one here, you notice the light difference there to there compared to these square LED options. one of the options was a mirror option. You notice as well there, the shorter square of mirrors at the top there. Those ones there. I think these ones I went for, was it electric ones? They don't actually move. So again, something to be aware of. And then there's a whole lot of cab options inside, and you know, like I said, the differences will be subtle when they're lined up right next to each other. And I've gone for different tyre options on these as well, so that's why they look a little bit different with regard to tyres. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be bracketry and tiny differences in exhausts. If you look there, that's kind of got like a little rib structure to it. That one's more of a grille structure at the bottom. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've got to be an absolute expert on these. To find and know all the specific differences. But they are lovely tractors nevertheless. So you'll find them under small tractors. There we go. We're going to start with the Gen 3. I mean, I suppose technically we should start with the SCR because that's the older of the three, I guess. That's why when you get up to the Gen 3, that's got LED options on the beacons and things like that. It's just because they were in this order, Gen 3. We'll start with the SCR. We'll start with that one. So 33 slots down to 2. Now it does say in the description, which was a bit weird, it does say power 150 to 209 horsepower, but I think that might be from a previous mod, maybe from Schnibbl modding, because all three of these, the maximum it goes up to is 171. So potentially, but like I say, we'll go through the options and have a look. So we've got options on all three of a 40 km an hour or a 50 km per hour in each of the horsepower options. So the first one, 131 horsepower, 40 km, 50 km an hour. We then go to 141, 40 km, 50 km. We then go to 156 horsepower, same two options. 171 horsepower, both two options. And that will take you up another 29 grand if you go for the full 171 horsepower. As far as I can tell, all of the tyre options are the same on all three. I'm pretty sure they are. Again, it was hard to tell. I was trying to keep a note of them all. I'm pretty sure they're all the same. So I'll show you on the one. If there are, there's going to be there'll be minor differences, but we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and Back. So under Trelleborg, we have got I get asked this a lot on mods that have this, the tyre pressure control system. That is for the look of it and what it would have in real life. If you get that on console, I don't know if there's a PC option for this, you can't adjust the tyre pressures. It's just there for a look. The Michelin, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and then we're back to Trelleborg. So then design, you've got default package. So at the moment you've got the panoramic front window and the panoramic side window. You can then go for, oh no, sorry, no, that's the next option. Default package comes like that, chrome exhaust package, and then you've got the design line, which has a chrome exhaust package and the design line, sort of chromed front grille. Under the package option, then we go to cabin. Cabin, panoramic and panoramic side window. You can then go for the panoramic front with a side door, and then you can have standard cab, which takes off that panoramic and puts the wiper blade and the sort of central bar across, which hinders vision, but you know, and it puts the wiper right down there if you go for the panoramic. So that's the cabin options. Then you've got the mirror base. So mirror base standard, and then it says mirror wide angle electric. Now in real life that might be electric. I went for one of them with the electric, I think the first one, not this one but the other end, and that adds on an extra bit of money, but they wouldn't move, so I think that's just for real world options. You've got settings. Now again, this is where interior of cabs with screens and options for controllers and all that kind of stuff inside, joystick and monitors and stuff. So at the moment we've got power. Zoom in a bit and have a look in the cab if we can. So we've got power, you've got power plus, then you've got Profi plus, back to power. Now if you go for the Profi plus, that adds 29,330 on. Now as far as I can tell, that is just for the look. It doesn't add anything to the horsepower, doesn't change the top speed, nothing like that. So again, if you really want to go down that route of saying I want to have that specific model, it's a lot of extra money added on. So it's just something to be aware of if you go for that. Then you've got warning signs, yes or no. Then you've got beacon lights, no. Left, right, off. And they're standard beacon lights. Then you've got back turn lights, you've got halogen, or you've got LEDs as an option. Then you've got front loader attacher, no. Fendt, quick, hour, off. Main colour, anything on this palette, and that's the same on all of them, I think. Pretty sure it is. Let's go for slightly that one, or the really dark green, or the red. Design colour, now that's if you've gone for front loader. So at the moment, the front loader, if I go put that on, where are we? That'll be green. Oh no, grey. That's weird. I thought that was for the front loader. Rim colour. We've got the red, we've got a black, we've got the glossy grey. I do like that. Or the beige, so depending, I think the beige is supposed to go with, there was a specific model, wasn't there, that was, if we go for that, what was the company? Oh, I can't remember what it was now anyway. And then we've got a license plate option there too, so that's that one. Then we've got the S4, a little bit more expensive, only £1,000 more expensive for the base model. Horsepower options the same. We've got 131 horsepower in the two speeds, 141, 156, 171. Then back again. Then we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Big AT, Vredestein, Nokian, and again I'm pretty sure the tyre options are the same on all of them. Then we've got the same with this default package, chrome exhaust design line. Same with the cab, panoramic with door, standard cab, and then back. Again, mirror wide angle, and with electric settings on this one, power plus, Profi plus, back to power, and that does a few bits and bobs to cab. If you notice this one, power plus, and then we go, I think Profi changes something in the cab. Profi plus puts those two little, I think sensor type things on the roof as well. Like I said, there's subtle differences. Warning signs, yes or no. Sorry, hang on. Warning signs plus LEDs on the outside, no. Let's put that on. Then you've got beacon lights, left LED, right both LED. So the first one only had the normal beacons. This model, because we've gone upper range, I guess, have the option for LEDs on those as well, or off completely. Then you've got back turn lights, halogen and LED. Front loader attacher, no. Fendt, quick, power, or off. Let's go back to that. Main colour, again, anything on that palette. Design colour. There we go. I thought I was going mad on the previous one. I knew that was what changed one of them. It might be that it doesn't on the Fendt one. On the Fendt one it stays the colour it is, but if you go for the quick or the hour, then the design colour will change the front loader. I thought I was going insane. Then rim colour, again, same options we can go through like that. And then when we come to the Gen 3, the Super Wizzy, 131 horsepower in both, 141 in both, 156 in both, 171 in both. So same with horsepower and speeds. Again, pretty sure it's the same with all of the tyre choices. Default package again, chrome exhaust, design line, back. Same with the panoramic, with door, standard cabin, and back again. Mirror wide angle and then electric as an option. Then we've got power settings. So this one goes a little bit different, I think. So we've got power, then you've got power plus setting 1. puts the screen inside. Then you've got setting 2, Profi setting 1, setting 2, Profi plus setting 1, setting 2, back to power. So yeah, a whole load of different options. Again, I don't think changes anything realistically in game. It's just for the look or design that you might specifically want to be going for. But again, you're looking up to this one with the Profi Plus setting 2, 30,317 on top of the regular price. Roof terminal. Oh, that was inside. Yeah, if you look, it's difficult to see, isn't it? Let's try to see that terminal there. Through that back window is a little bit of a shine there. So roof terminal, yes or no? So it puts an extra terminal in up there, which adds again 3,448. I mean, it looks nice inside, don't get me wrong, but it does add it in. I think warning signs, yes or no, with LEDs for your indicators and lighting. I was going to freeze then. And then we've got beacon lights, no. We've got left. It's going to die on me. Left LED, right, left and right LED. Okay, that tripped out my menu. It didn't do it when I bought them, and it didn't do it when I was going through before. I don't know why it just did that. That's a bit worrying. Noticed the amount of options. That was reminiscent of when the game first came out, when FS22 came out, and we all were having problems with the mod menus, and it kept tripping out quite a lot. That was what it kept doing, and that worried me for a minute there. But anyway, yeah, I tried to go back in just now and go through the options again and get back to where I was, and it wouldn't even load the tractor in. So I don't know if you'll have any problems with that at all. So let's just drive the tractors. So these are around the wrong way now then, because I went from the newer, the Gen 3, and then S4, and then the SCR. So this is the SCR. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go in cab. I'm going to switch to the next one, go in cab. Switch to the next one, go in cab. And then we'll go back through, and you'll see what I mean. So, cab on this one. And if you look down at the steering wheel, all the buttons and all the stuff on it, on the screen. I didn't go for all the options and all of them. You've got the brackets there and stuff. And then we go cross one. Start the engine up on that. That's got a screen there. Didn't go, like I say, didn't go for all the screens. Then we go across one again. And you see the difference in the cabs, and that's got the screen down from the roof as well. There are nothing or options for mirrors there at all. This was the one that I went for with the electric mirrors. So if I look directly ahead, or sort of down a little bit, you'll notice if I go quickly, the difference in those cabs and the control stick. You know, like I say, the differences are subtle. I mean, they're really subtle, and you've really got to know what you're looking for. Now, I'll tell what these don't have either. These don't have change driving direction. I think that's on the bigger ones, isn't it, that has that? But I'm just double checking for it. Let's go back through then. So, back out. They sound great. So this one's panoramic window, and if you look down there you can sort of see right the way down, no problem, no obstruction, and the panoramic side as well, not a door. Standard beacons, and pretty much standard lighting. As you can see. Now on all three of them, we do have under L1, R1, left stick side to side opens up the sunroof, vent, then side to side does the door, up and down does the rear window, and that's the same on all three. Nice horn as well on that. Right, then we go to this one. Exterior. And the halogen, you notice the LED lights on these, the square ones rather than the round ones. and the square ones on the tops there and the square ones at the back. I only went for one beacon on this one. Ooh, that's cool. And the last one, this one's got LED lighting around as well. Horn, we have got the lighting and indicators on the warning squares too. LEDs on the back, you notice as well, for the indicators and the lights. And we've got LEDs on the beacons on this one as well. Same options for opening and closing the roof, door, rear window. Which one of these? I'm trying to think which one I went for. I think it might be. Was it the middle one? I didn't go for the panoramic. Yeah. This one's panoramic. You can look right the way down in there. Like I said, you can't fault the level of detail on them. Yeah, so you got the bars across there. Didn't really show that inside. Oh yeah, it looks a lot more. It's not cluttered, but you can see across the middle there. Anyway, I've spent far too long on these Fendt. It's only because there's three, and normally when you get like mods like this, there'll be like glaringly obvious differences between the models. And when I got each one, I'm looking, thinking, are there differences? And now I've gone down that thing of I'm over-analysing it to see. But as far as it goes as a mod, they're really, really cool. That's the Fendt 500 Vario series by Schnibbl modding. That's it for the mods for today, Thursday the 12th of October. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.